Good morning and welcome. My name is B Monkey, and today we will continue on our raft adventure. Once again, there's not much to say, so we are just going to get on into the world. And let's see where we're at. We are on the island, that's right. Okay, so I don't have any axe at all to chop down anything, so we're just going to do some exploring and see what the rest of the island has to offer us. And right now it's just looking like trees. We're going to take some of this food because I don't have a ton on me. There should be some interesting dive stuff. Now, the diving is not that... that may not be smart. Hey, we got it. The diving is not that different than... well, it's no different than regular diving. Just it's more area to dive around. Things tend to be a little more spread out underneath, unfortunately, because of that. The sharks, they're kind of hit or miss, and now I haven't done it with two sharks, so I don't know how that's going to work. I know there's a way up there. I haven't done it with two sharks yet, so again, I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but sometimes they would come after you, sometimes they wouldn't. Like, you could get away with possibly not needing shark bait, although with this, with the mechanics they have involved in this, I would always have shark bait. Alright, so we have ourselves a little cave. Yay! And some of the new foodstuffs, mushrooms. We have a whole bunch of treasure chests. Oh man, 2 of them. Okay. Oh. What is that? Glass? Okay, we don't really need glass, so... although we need these a lot less. Yeah, let's get rid of the pineapples. You know what? I want pineapple seeds. We'll get rid of that. Glass and glass, okay. Anything else in here? I think that's probably about it. Looks to be it. We will take... yeah, or why not? We just don't want the mushrooms in our hand in case you can accidentally eat them by left-clicking, which I wouldn't want to do, because I'd rather use them for recipes. There is not an achievement about eating all the different recipes, but there are several hidden Steam achievements, so that may be one, so I will have to, at some point in time, try creating all the different recipes. So I will need to start gathering that up. Man, it's been a climb and a half to get up here. All the way down there. Backtracking all the way up. Whew. There better be some good stuff up here. Let's see. It looks like some sort of human settlement at some point in time. Some ladders. Hey, we got berries. Oh, that's right. We don't have room for anything. Roll away berries. We don't want... you. Berries. And they are another one of the new resources. We probably don't need rope or palm leaves either. They will be one of the next to go. So let's actually, hey, look, our raft. Look how much Swiss cheese our raft is. Woo! Let's dump. We won't need you at all. We won't need you at all. Okay. Ooh, we have fruit compote, so we don't need you at all. Okay. So there's lots of trees up here. I mean, we could probably get like another entire chest full of palm leaves. For planks, we could probably get a good bit. We'll see if we really come up and strip this entire island of planks. I mean, I might as well get the planks, the palm leaves. We'll see what happens with. But I'll use the planks up at least. Okay, let's see what we got up here then. More berries. And another treasure chest, which I will take. Yeah, we're just gonna eat this. It'll be a waste of some food, but that's fine. Hey, more berries. And all sorts of stuff. We got a metal spear. Oh, that is actually really nice. I really like that. So, that is the top of the island. I just want to kind of look down here and see. Yeah. Okay, where's the raft? Is on this side, I believe. So I remember seeing it off this side on the other thing. Yeah. See the green twinkle. Green twinkles. Okay. Oh! You do take fall damage now. Okay, that is new. So let's not jump off walls anymore. How do I get down without killing myself now? Okay, let's look at the damage. Yeah, we basically don't have a lower raft anymore, it looks like. I'm so glad that they can't destroy where we have armor. We just start to get the insides on. Okay. We don't have time to care about that. So let's go and try one of these. We can do the catfish delight. So we have a potato, a radish, a shark, a catfish, and mushrooms. So this should be the advanced one. Now, the regular catfish gives you 3 bites, I believe, when cooked. So let's hope this at least gives us 3 bowls worth. If not, it seems like it's pretty much a waste. I mean, that's a lot of work to get the mushroom. So it better be a decent amount. Or else, yeah, it just seems like a giant waste. If you only get like 3 at most at an island, then yeah. I've seen islands where you get like 4 or 5 berries, but usually the mushrooms are 1 cave, and that cave has 2 or 3 mushrooms in it, and that's all you get. The seaweed, which we haven't done the underwater part yet, which I'll try to do a little bit of, will, same thing. You get like 2 or 3, maybe a little bit more, because there is a lot of water around these islands, but, you know, for the most part, I'm going to say probably just 3 or 4. So, on a big island, all in all, you get, you know, half a dozen, maybe 10, new recipes out of. And then we hope that each one gives at least 3. So that's not that bad. If you got 10 recipes and each recipe gave you 3 food, you're talking 30 food. That could last you between finding big islands. Now, seeing as there's no new resources other than food on these big islands, until the animals come, this is where they're going to have livestock, you know, when they finish that update. That will be a reason to come back to these islands, but right now, there isn't a huge reason. I mean, it's still early access games, so there's really not a huge thing to do anything after you find the station. These islands are just a draw to keep playing versus a draw for any type of new, you know, story development, we'll say. It will be nice, though, for something else big to come out of these islands, because right now, you know, you have basically the one gate to the game, which is diving. And by gate, I mean, you know, something that is holding you back from advancing along. And in the beginning, you know, you could do everything without metal from just the raft. Then you have to go and you have to dive to get metal to move up to the next level in technology, and you know, just keep advancing the game. And then, you know, and the copper moves you along. It would be interesting to see maybe copper gated behind the scrap hook, like, even though I believe copper is probably a softer metal than it looks to be iron of some sort. It would be nice if it was, you know, the other way around. You need the metal ingot to make the scrap hook, and then use the scrap hook to get the copper. To add, you know, just a little bit of progression to the game. And then coming here, there's your next issue. What do they offer from these big islands to advance you even farther along that they didn't offer at the previous ones? You know, nothing here is new. There's the new food, but that doesn't, you know, advance technologically. You'll have animals. Now, I don't know if they're going to invent some sort of way to harness animal power, and that would be a step up. But I don't know. We will have to see how everything goes and what they decide to do with it. But I'd love to find some sort of advancement past here where it's like, oh, this is brand new, and you can't get to it unless you've, you know, got to this island. So let's find out how many we got. 1, 2, only 2. That hurts. That hurts. Simple fish stew gives me as much. Let's see. That was it. That was all. A regular catfish cooked gives just about as much food as that. And on top of it, I had to get to a large island to find it. It's not worth it. Absolutely 100% not worth it. Do not recommend. And here is the fruit compote. We get 2. I was kind of expecting that after the other one. Let's see what this gives. Yeah. Yeah. Make fish stew. That's all I got. Get the eggs. Eggs are easy enough to get. Look, we only got 4 of those in there. I think we had 5, but a shark ate one. So we only have 4 of these. I've got stuff to make more. I've got eggs aplenty. We were collecting enough off of that. The fish is easy enough to get. You don't have to make it to one of these big isles and search all over and kill a giant bird or brave the sharks or any of that. You get just as good a food. They need to buff this food somehow. Maybe it would give you that yellow bar, except for with water too a little bit. Like, there's no way that I did all of that work for that junky of food. So, yeah, that's my feelings on that one. Waste of time. All right, so we'll do a quick dive down here. I don't know exactly. Okay, so we're going to wait for our health to come back up before we take a quick dive, just in case. Because I'm not exactly sure how they're going to work with the 2 sharks and the funky diving conditions. So while we're waiting here for the health to regen, this might be a good time to go over the good news, bad news game. The bad news is this is about all there is to Raft right now. We could do this dive, but other than the new type of food down there, which I don't have much hope for being actually a decent, worthwhile product to get, it's the same as other islands. It's actually a little more spread out, which makes it a little less interesting because you do a little dive here, you get out of the water, you go do a little dive somewhere else. There are a couple underwater chest areas, you know, and some nooks and crannies that could be interesting, but with the 2 sharks, it's going to be a lot harder to show you any of those, and it's still mostly the same. So today is probably going to be the last Raft episode for now. I don't want to say it's going to be the last one because the game still has updates. When they come out with the the animals. We'll probably come back and do a little bit more. All right, so we have full health. Let's throw this out. We'll give them a little second. So what I will be doing is, seeing as today is the middle of the week, I don't know if it's going to be smart to start a new series. We're just going to go. To start a new series on a Friday. So we are going to just take Friday off and come back on Monday, fresh and new, with I've chosen to go with Subnautica. I have no idea what it's like, so it should be interesting. I'm just gonna skip stuff. We're just kind of looking around for the seaweed, to be honest. So it'll be a different type of gameplay, because I won't know what I'm doing. I will be making, I was going to say making mistakes, but I make mistakes in this too. I'll be making more mistakes, because I won't know what is the right and wrong thing to do. I just won't know the mistakes in the beginning. I thought this would be interesting to dive around. Well, here's something. Yeah, okay. Found something. Woo! That's a little inside cave area. That's pretty neat. Couple chests. Anything worthwhile? Salmon salad. Got 2 recipes. That's new. That's fun. And vegetable soup. I'm pretty sure we have a recipe of. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of what diving at the islands is like. It's just kind of empty. Ooh, there's one of the new pufferfish. I am not going to let him get close enough to attack because he poisons you. And a shark. Okay, we're really running. Yeah, he poisons you, and even in easy mode, it takes out like 3/4 of your life, so we're just going to run from the pufferfish, seeing as I don't have a bow and arrow to take him out, and the shark was in there. So, you got to see the underwater here. Like I said, it's fairly spread thin like that, little bits and pieces here and there that are pretty cool. But I'm not risking it without a way to revive, and 2 sharks, and all that fun jazz. So yeah, Subnautica next week. We're going to take Friday off. We're going to premiere Subnautica on Monday. And let's get these up here because we got nothing better to do. And I do got veggie soup. So besides it being a new type of video where I don't know what I'm doing, I am also going to probably film a week's worth at a time, cut it up into 3 chunks, put it out at 3 separate times. 1, to try it, to see what that's like, to see if it will make things go smoother, and 2, because I've never played Subnautica before, it's going to be harder for me to stop playing when the half an hour is done. So yeah, it's just going to be easier for me to find enjoyment in the game, having never played it before. So yeah, thank you so much for being with me. We are up to like 15 or 16 episodes of content now. You know, what's that, 5 hours-ish? 5 to 10 hours? That's not too shabby for a first run. I'll take 5 to 10 hours of free content. It may not be amazing, but it's free. So you get what you paid for, I guess. And yeah, thank you again so much for watching and tuning in every week or day or amount of time between episodes. I hope you have a wonderful extended weekend or week, depending on how you believe in calendars. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much, everyone.